What's going on, baby? Everybody wants to be heard, but they don't want to listen. You know what I mean, brother? I'm gonna show y'all something. And this is funny because where I live at is borderline comical. The holidays are over, right? So I'm gonna point some things out. And somebody told me something. I'm not gonna say it on here because then they would know. So I got a few people looking too. So I'm gonna show you something. I'm not gonna show no address. Don't do that. But I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to see. When you talk about certain things, look, I know there's a lot of people talking this, that, and speculations, which is good. It's healthy for the brain, it's healthy for the heart, it's healthy for everything. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm waiting. A few more people come in. Or else I'm gonna hold off and then I'm waiting until everybody's not so busy back in the day, first day of slavery. Now, I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. And it's comical to say the least. I'm gonna point out some things because everybody's back at work. The holidays are over, and everybody's had this is when people have the longest period off. You dig what I'm saying? Hold on, Alexander. I will let you out, but I don't want you to run up under nothing. I should let him out, actually. I hear you, Papa. Hey, look who's up in the window. Come downstairs. Downstairs, Papa. Downstairs. Come on, downstairs. Come on, downstairs, baby. He's up in the window. Hey, Papa. Come on, downstairs. Downstairs. Yeah. I know people ain't that busy. I was actually watching a couple of things and I saw a whole lot of folks just stuck on Facebook, stuck on Instagram. I don't do that. I'm getting notifications. I'm like, come on, people, get up off of there, man. Take a breather, man. People just be stuck on that motherfucker. I'm waiting until people come in. I'm going inside because I got the other one too. This is so funny. It's comical.
The U.S. Army.
This is funny. Hey! What's up? I gotta watch this, okay? Yeah, I love you too, Papa. Yeah. What's going on, Papa? Let's go ahead and get this made. I'm hungry. Go ahead, make this real quick. Hey, you want to jump? You want to follow me? Come on. I'm gonna do some reading too, but I gotta make this shit up, man. You can't make this up when I'm gonna show y'all, or whoever comes in, if anyone comes in. But you can. I think it's funny. Hold on, Papa. I gotta clean this off. Make some tortillas, corn tortillas. Yeah, brother. They tripping, man. People, they tripping. But I'm gonna share something with people. It might bring a little to the to the site. You know what I mean? All right. My tortillas, some olive oil, off the bone turkey. That's what I have a taste for. Let's turn it up a little bit. My olive oil, no butter. I'm not messing with no more vegan butter. Gotta make my ganejo smoothie with avocado. Make sure these are still, oh yeah, they're ready now. Perfect. So I'm gonna make me a big thing of banana avocado, ganejo coconut smoothie. And I gotta take this garbage out. I gotta run back out to the store. How come you're the only one here, bro? That don't even make no sense. Let me go see something, man. Oh, let me go see something. My friend was updating a lot of my tablets and stuff because certain things I couldn't do. So he gave me some good stuff. Like I said, he worked with the government for a long time. Long time.
Many misgivings and no possibility of success.
We gotta come up with this. Where's this game on?
In July 1812, General Hull assembled an army for what looked to be an invincible invasion sent from Detroit. General Brock had only one hope to stop the American invasion: help from the native warriors.
We are committed to a war in which the enemy will always surpass us in numbers, equipment, and resources. It is of primary importance that the confidence and goodwill of the Indians be preserved.
During the American Revolution, most Native Americans had allied themselves with the British, a decision that cost them lives and land.
Oh, okay, all right.
The British understood that without Native allies, they would have a very difficult time.
I'm watching some fake history.
Because of our losses during the Revolutionary War,
I had like 10 people say, yo, man, you got a YouTube channel? I told them, yeah. So I know they subscribed, and I know they'd be here. Alexander, get up. Don't you climb up there. It's getting hot. Okay. Yeah, I got you. No, you stay up there, you're going to burn your paw, bro. You hear me? Mimi, I know. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting, bro. So I told him I was live, and I know they would be over here. My boy gave me something to see, because he's telling me that they were working on something some years ago, talking about a fake YouTube channel. It's a YouTube channel, and it's YouTube channel. But when you go, and this is the dumb things they do, and this is nothing I would not think of. Yeah, it's weird. It's not exactly how I'm saying it, but it's the only way I know how to express or, put it out there. It's yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm sick of that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? APJ, what's cracking, babe? What's going on? I'm going to show y'all something. My boy, he gave me some stuff. I'm just looking at something. You know I'm not going to speak on everything. Okay. No wonder. Anyway, so I made sure a whole lot of folks knew I was going to go live. Because, like I said, last few days, a lot of things I like to watch, haven't been getting no update from people in Russia, this, that, and other. People who build stuff like beyond governments would grab them if they saw, and this individual hasn't put nothing out in the last 6 months. He's in Russia. He's literally building a real Iron Man suit. I mean, real. And when he made the reactor and powered all the stuff on the suit, the helmet and all that, with that, I was like, this guy is a genius. No more videos. Everybody's asking where you at, even in Russia. Okay. I'm just going to do it because people will see it once I upload it. So where I live at, right? There's two families. We have one individual here who's questionable, to say at least, who works over at what used to be the electric coal fire plant, right? They capping it and all that. So all of them are out, except for his vehicles, his and her vehicle. They're right next door to me. Now I hear noises at night and stuff, but there's nothing there. Now, right next to that is people I know, the woman I was seeing when I first moved out to the res, when I first, like a year later, are cousins. Sharing and everything. Since the holidays began, a week before that, they weren't there. Over here, I seen the lady come babysit the kids, yet the old man and the wife, up on this corner, it's a 3-bedroom. They're big, y'all. Lights on, windows open. Next door to me, though, this place is like kind of bummy. It's weird looking. It's Airbnb on the back. Nobody's there. This individual who's one of the hardest working people here, Spanish. They're older. These are everyone that lives where I live at. No one is there. Very Christmassy, very religious. It's just me. Now somebody I know I can't. It might be 5 or 6 people. It might be 1. It says red. Everybody's watching. Just pay attention. And that's all I said. So I know exactly what he was saying, or she. So there's 2 individuals here. One looked at me one day and I looked at him. I'm just letting y'all know this is what you do. You pay attention to things. And I looked at him and I stopped the truck. I was getting ready to get out and all of a sudden he just disappeared. So I went back around and I didn't say nothing to the manager. I just said, okay, that's cool. That's fine. Whatever. Because I don't have no feelings to this stuff. Then I thought about something. People are talking about things they don't even know. I'm sharing stuff with you, and let me tell you something. Any pale skin to come in here, you're welcome. Any melanated betrayer of life, I'm going to tell y'all something, y'all right and wrong. Listen to these people talking about, what if the pale skins were created by a certain melanated group of individuals who still run the world? The problems and everything. I said, well, that's a fact. That's a known fact. Those of us who have traveled the world and got to see things that we really don't like talking about. You know, you don't talk on these platforms, especially. It's all monitored. The issue at hand is, who would want to do that? People who never had power before, who got in a position to tell secrets and do things outside of it, and to market and create wars, even by sacrificing themselves, but knowing something otherwise. Now, when you talk about these things, I guess that's why it's so important, the pale wolf and the dark wolf. It's not what people think it is. It's not white and black for the ignorant. It's not for the people who are overly intellectually intelligent. That's just a divisive tactic in itself. Every single body walking this earth is highly intellectual and intelligent. They just don't want to tap into it, nor have they been nurtured in that diorama, I'm going to call it. Because majority of people don't, 99.9% of the people don't live it. There's an enemy, though, behind all of that. Enemy or enemies. And this is what people are lacking in. All right? They are not conspicuous in how they move if you would just allow yourself to see, to breathe. If you ask anybody some of the elements they have, they're going through right today, right? And if you ask them about their family, they would tell you, no, it was no. If they did the research, if they were capable and able, and they did the research, they would be like, no, never had those issues. And why do you have it now? See, there's something very ominous and dark that's going on. Now, I'm using those words, I guess you could say sensationalizing it, which it doesn't need sensationalizing. It's very dark. The reality is, there are individuals so caught up in their lie, they believe it. It's like a lucid dream. They believe it. And they really believe they're in power and control. The issue is, they have zero control because the dichotomy of their lie has them living such fictional construct that they can't even rationalize or reason. And then they believe because they belong to these organizations, they partake in, or they have protected those who do very sick things, not paying attention as to why. No rationale or reasoning. Do you think if I was to create a group of individuals or allow a group of individuals that I would not change their whole demography, their whole way of thinking, their whole existence, so that way they would be pitted against that to which they came from? And then to pit those who've existed after the lies have been enumerated all around against one another? Now, who would have something to gain out of that? I need people to think. Who would have anything to gain out of that? Now, we believe it's a loss in the game, like we're at some competition. We believe that existence is about that fragile ideology that never existed within us. It is something to put in us to demoralize that if you have offspring or if they see the same thing, it will continue on. Instead of the truth of knowledge, moving subterranean, traveling as we should without the fake thing of fake electricity, fake fuel, fake everything. which is an abundance. Even what they've done, there's more food that can feed us. There's more pure water in the ocean that can quench our thirst for billions of years. There's more food without animal protein, even with the destruction they've consummated, as they change that without letting or inform you. Why would they inform you when you're running around getting the squirt? The idiots are to their own destruction and they know not. I could go and start quoting Bible scriptures and all that. Hosea, and Joshua, and Ezekiel. I can get deep into the Lamentations to break it down a little further. Unnecessary. We have one right now looking, and their stupidity can't even hit the like. Why? Because it goes against their lie. I'm not here to share secrets. I don't know what the fuck a secret is. What I do know is a reality, a truth that exists, and those on one side or the other don't know it, nor are they partaking and living in it. Even people in so-called goofy secret societies don't even know their truth, and as to why, though they believe. When these people are talking, they're going, "Rah, rah, rah," and they're doing all that. Now look at the people that are sitting there talking like this. Do you know the two roles that are being played? Do you know as to the why? Well, they say, well, can you talk to me calmly? And I'm going to deal with you perversely regardless because I'm more perfected in this way. While you're emotionally unstable and all circumference by some fake feeling, driven with no self-control. Now, the problem with that is who's really lacking control? Is it the quiet talker or the person yelling? I would allude to as the quiet person. They're the sicker. They're the lies. The demeanor should speak loud, but most people can't see that. Why? Because when you're in school, what's the first thing you deal with the teacher? Hi, class, how are you doing? When you see the doctor, yes, Mr. Sloan. Yeah, this mug might have just jigged a whole bunch of bones and organs. Yes, how are you doing today? He is well. Well, we'll take you up there and let you see him. Here in about 30 minutes, the nurse practitioner or the nurse will deal with you. They got to take care of some paperwork, blah, blah, blah. See, to you, that's without all, what you should be all about the right now, but with control. The problem is the majority of people have no control because they're too busy living what's called a dynamic lie. Well, that's what we call it. Me and certain individuals, we say a dynamic lie. You know how many people I know in special forces? I know a handful. And we would sit there and talk, and they talk about how they never thought they would kill, and then how it became a passion to want to continue to do it. And they've been highly trained. And I say, okay, you think that's trained motivation, but you don't even see how you're sick. You go and you fight a lie based upon a lie conscripted and created by a lie, and you perform it, and yet you think because you succeeded where other people didn't, that makes you all encompassing, that they are lacking. In the world of martial arts and boxing, you know how many those guys I see get knocked out in a hot second? With rules. Now, I've seen some of them partake in backroom brawling, mean like bare knuckle stuff. Still didn't last. I'm not saying they're not good. No, I know some badasses, a couple. And they were like that when they were growing up too. Just refused to give up. But then the other ones who never had that lifestyle just didn't believe in giving up. All people give up because we're so divided. And how are we divided? As I was saying before, precursor to what this is. Let's say there's no melanated person running the Peliskins, and they're just doing it on their own accord. Anyway, right? You're dealing with such a perversion, not all. Understand what I'm saying? You're dealing with such a perversion that when you get great weapons, with great power, they say comes with great responsibility. That's, we see that in movies and blah, blah, blah. The issue with that is responsibility to what and for what? What is the responsibility? How about maybe it's a lack of? When we say everything's backwards, reverse, upside down, inverted, what does that allude to? Exactly what it says. Even the Bible. I'm not talking about the flood, this, that, and other. We know there's been catastrophes and calamities. we know where we're at right now, living the biggest of lies. What if some of that was all meant to actually be getting ready to take place? But you look at Transformers, the Witch Called Wives. What was that movie? That movie with the Witch Called Wives, where they take the wives and they take them upstairs and they make them robots. The whatever that movie's called, TV show, movie, the Hartford Wives, whatever that, I forget the name of it. AI, the boy made by the father, the mother's love. World's destroyed, aliens take this, and brings her back to life, but she can't live love long because the earth is frozen over, blah, 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 right? And there's so many others. Right now, everybody has nanites or nanobots in them. They've put it everywhere. Transcendention, right? What you doing, Papa? But those things can be turned on and off for the worse. That means literally, while everybody's running around, think they're protecting themselves, little guy on Instagram, buy the detoxifier for your blood so you can make a bag. You think they would stop that? No, they love that. At any moment, they can turn up the frequencies and mess everybody up. But who's in control? It's bigger than melanated and non-melanated. It's bigger than the idiots behind the gambit. It's bigger than those at the top of their fake little pyramid. You're not going to get the answers. The problem is it may be too late for a lot of you to get it together and stand together. Is there a hope? Maybe it's a sick joke to see how it plays out. Give you false hope. To make you believe that there's a possibility. Excuse you. Because I'm walking in front of my feet. You saw me out the window. Don't do that. All right? Stop grabbing everything, dude. I gotta take this garbage out too. I'm gonna put this up here. Excuse me. All right. You gotta take the garbage out. You see, I got lazy. I put everything on top here. I'm actually saving water bottles for my neighbor. That side. Yo, you got any water bottles, Mr. Branch? Yep. All right, I need that. I'm like, okay. So, how many you need? As many as you can get. You know how that goes. But anyway, right? Let me finish what I'm saying. You know where I'm going to go at the end of this, right? It would be beautiful to see people just chill out and let all that alone. Because the majority, you know what? I'm going to do the 22. No, I got to do this. To see people leave all that alone. Because what are you going to accomplish with all that knowledge and them beliefs? What are you going to accomplish? That's all I want to know. I know everybody's got an answer, right? Does the answer mean you're right or wrong? Because if you ask a bad person, what you going to accomplish? And they tell you, it's still what they want to accomplish. You dig what I'm saying? So, again, people keep listening to people. And all I want to know is what's going to be accomplished from it. I just came from the store, so I got a lot of stuff up here I need to put away as well. And I got to make my smoothie with these right, But I just want to know what's going to be accomplished. I showed you what's going on here. I showed you because it's not hard to see. No feelings behind it, no fear, no none of that. I just find it very funny. What do y'all see where you're living at? What part of the game may you be involved in? What part may you be participating in, playing? See, let me tell you about the enemy. When you're an enemy, we can say life. Right? Enemy of life. Do you really think you're going to come up? Yeah, I know, I got to take it out. Leave me alone. Do you really think that's a come up? We see more and more coming out. Like I told you about all organics, right? I expressed to you that that's ran by a Hindu secret society motherfucker, allowed to be rich, put in position, in place to do it, be where he's at. And Oprah Winfrey. People thought I was joking. Some people looked it up. I don't know if the information's still there. Some people looked it up and go, holy smack, how I read know that? Dude, I'm talking about this stuff because we have a lot of people still running around that know everything about nothing. They're this big head. Let me go get this. Big head, big mouth. Talk, talk, talk. Blah, blah, blah. They have no way to solve any of the issues. None. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to keep running to them. I don't want you to be right. I told you where I stand. It's not about none of that. I don't see nobody doing anything. It's garlic and some cayenne pepper to benefit anything. And it's because, and the more and more I look, the deeper it seems like people are entrenched with everything going on. What's the truth? What's the lie? Right? I'm amazed. And they're not going to stop. No, literally they could, but they're not going to. Trust me. You ever go to a bank and look at the people working at the bank? They believe their life is so perfect. They think everything they're doing, because they've been doing it so long, they're going to deal with you because I'm the banker. And what they don't get is they're part of the problem, the issue. You dig what I'm saying? Let me take this thing off. Well, I got to go back out next. They're part of the problem, the issue. And you couldn't tell them that. They'll look at you like you're crazy. And you, at the same time, will sit there and having information and knowledge based upon what they're doing, and they won't listen to it because that's not how they've been groomed. If you say this, that about the TIN number, Social Security, you say this, and FICA, you see what's going on with the credit bureaus, right? They've been corrupt since their whole institutionalization was created. But if you sit there talking to a goof behind the little thing, looking at you when you go to get a loan or whatever, which you shouldn't really be doing, they're actually, especially if you're of color persuasion is opposite of them, these are the most dumbest people on the planet. No, they are. So if you're a banker and that's what you do, I don't care if you're melanated looking at pale skin, people telling me I'm going to get back. See, if you're not doing the job to benefit and help, you're actually doing harm to yourself. So when you look like whenever I go to the credit union or the bank, I bank at a credit union, and credit union is credit union. It means they're not there to make revenue. I look at some of the Navajo women back there, tipped in look pale skin, because that's who they are, sadly. Fake history. And then I look at how they move. And then I look at the people coming in there, and I look at all the lies of life that are being lived. Am I amazed? No. Do I have any feelings that are constricting? No. Maybe at one time. Do I see it as self-defeatism? Of course, not for me. But for them, because they lack any truth and they're comfortable in the lie they're living, believing that it's a come up. Do you see the particulars of division? Who would establish and create that? They have been taking our identities. Who allowed that? When in history that I've studied, they didn't even exist. That's right, my natives. If you're looking and you like your lie, every bit of your history going back before 1825 is not you. The War of 1812. I got a ton of pictures that have none of you mothers in there. A whole bunch of us. None of y'all. But you always want to write yourself in as if you partook in those wars because of... Listen. George Orwell said it the best. Napoleon said it the best. Noble said the best. All these individuals all around the world, except for the liars who came here to destroy the buildings that protected, that once helped when we had over a 1 billion-man army to protect Earth. You weren't in there. So I'm not a hateful person. I want to make everybody inclusive, but you got to wake up. So natives, pale skins, and all y'all didn't exist. You know why the Navajo have a black god? The Hopi, waiting on our return, damn near extinct. The Yamasee are the greatest nation, who separate themselves from the Yama nation, are the most ignorant. And pale skins are running around playing us, and they have never existed before the damn 1600s. It was all niggas fighting niggas before that. And how did it come to be? I don't care what y'all read because there's a lot of books of lies out there. I'm asking a real question. I want to know. You know why you ain't going to be able to tell me? Because you're part of the goddamn lie and you'll never be able to figure it out, even though it may benefit you or it benefit everybody. Trust me. I just want to know. Yeah, but this is what the ignorant motherfuckers say. But you follow a whole bunch of pale skins. Yeah. I don't hate them. I got a lot of love for a lot of them. Just hope they wake the fuck up and realize it's not a crux to be in the truth instead of living the fucking lie they've lived for the short period of time they've been here. I'm aware of this much. Let me put it like this. I'm aware that it's going to end. And the ones that they're going to wake up and there's going to be hell to pay with out of them. They're going to be so pissed off. Yet, when we don't have to wait for that, it is what it is. I can't go too deep into that. The ones that are doing wicked stuff, pedophiles and homosexuality and all that, they don't really even have a visual of what's going to actually happen to them, and it's sad. I'm glad it's not me, because they're comfortable enjoying the lie, the purgatory to which they've been accepted in. You know what it's like to be accepted into something? Well, think about the games. It's right. It's not right, but they're accepted. Why? What's so hard to see the Jannah, the darkness, the perversions? To go out and kill and think that you accomplished something for your country, to which ain't your country at all, because you don't have true appreciation, no responsibility and facts based on natural order to make it so. Why do you think so many of them have went over to the dark side? Can't make this up, right? I'm just saying. I mean, if I'm wrong, say, yo, Ray, you're wrong. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to back up off of it. I'm going to leave that alone. Every day, I talk about something, and I see it all of a sudden where I didn't see it before. And you have idiots out here, sometimes they breach the contract without knowledge, and those who are supposed to take care of it don't remedy it because they have too many dumb people in the field. It's like I got too many dumb people who don't really pay attention to what I'm saying, when even what I'm saying, you might think I'm being very direct. I'm talking riddles. I'm being straightforward, but I'm talking riddles with purpose. Who cares who the fuck it is or what it is? Why don't y'all stop talking about that shit and start getting off of these platforms and start meeting up and having real conversations? So next time people come here, the TV's unplugged, the phones stay out in the vehicles, and we're going to talk. Very monotone. I just want to get people comfortable. Because see, when I start having those real conversations, they've only got a little glimpse. It's going to get very heavy, and I hope it's not too heavy of a fucking burden. But you better make it soon. I serve a purpose too. And it might be to trigger some shit. I can't say, right? Now I'm gonna get some frosty on this bad boy. Oh, these are favorite snacks. High in potassium and all that. And it's a snack. So my first little meal of today is going to be a snack along with my ganeo smoothie. I didn't freeze the ganeos and the avocado. So I'm going to go ahead and get the next one in here and start getting that ready. I'm going to let this brown up a little bit. So let's go ahead and put this avocado. I got to take the garbage out, guys. This is ridiculous. It's not that it's full. I should have tore there's 3 boxes in there that I should just tear up or I can crunch down. I was being lazy. And no, I can literally put my hand in right now, but it is what it is. Any of y'all aware that the brown in avocado is not bad for you? How many of y'all throw away the avocado because you see the brown? I want to save these to grow. I'm just asking. Knowledge is a motherfucker, ain't it? I'll dry that out for flint, for fire starter. It's like pine butter. You know the hard part of a dead pine tree? You call it butter. But that thing burn forever. For those of you who are into practicing life-saving measures to make fires, 1 avocado and 2 ganache. So I'm going to go ahead and do a very ripe one, organic. I can't stand this tape, man. I'm asking because I really want to know. I'm surprised that some people who watch it don't say shit, and I've talked to them for a long time, and I stopped talking, they don't pay attention. I stopped talking because they don't know how to talk. So you here watching, you'll come and watch, you'll see this. You know I'm talking directly to you. That's male and female. You go on the refrigerator. Let me go ahead and flip this one more time. Oh, partially on this side. Olive oil. Yes, sir. Good fat. Today's all about fiber and fat. Good stuff. Let me get 1 green ganache. Well, not green, but yellow. I have a green one up there. It's dark green. You know you open a ganache from this side, right? You just go like that. Okay? Bust it open. If you don't want that part, get rid of it. Put yours in there. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of honey. Fooderator. Let me go get it. Is honey down there? Oh, yeah, mama mia. Did I take the honey upstairs? Stop. It's right here. Tablespoon. Bam. I have organic coconut water. Used to be $2 to $7. So I'm doing the non-GMO Zola. Get about 2 cups. Bam. Fish again. Yeah, I really want. Hey, look, if you hear me talking, right, and I ain't saying nothing, ask somebody, and then once you ask them, then whatever you find or what you believe, share that. You dig what I'm saying? Share that. I'm not saying I'm right about anything I'm expressing myself about. Okay? Hold on. Pink salmon. I don't know why I picked up 2 more. I got like 30 of them. Smoothie. And we add a little lime. Teaspoon. Make a little more alcohol. Bang it. That's parsley. rest for a minute. Check it out. Nothing but good fiber. Make it strong type protein. Fresh parsley on there. No cilantro. Not on that. Cilantro messes the taste up when you do that. Now, if you got green onions, you can chop. I got one, but I don't want to put none on top. And then you eat it like a Mexican taco. If you like those things. On Taco Hell. So anyway, again, like I said, if you find something different, you converse with the individuals over here. Share it with me. Say, yo, Red, man, this is what we found, man. Okay. All right, break it down. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. I listen to any and everybody. It's all inclusive with me. I'll be like, look, what you find out, bro? What you know about, bro? All right, let me know too, man. Share it with a brother. I want to eat 3 of these, but 2's more than enough. With that shake, that's more than I can actually consume. My whole it's totally different, y'all. Man, let me tell you something. When you're doing that little intermittent fasting, boy, your stomach shrink like a mug, and you poop a lot. I'm just saying, as long as you're getting a lot of fiber in there, you poop a whole lot. Now, you could put some lettuce on there, even though you're browning it with olive oil, it's still going to have the same benefits if you put it under the cheeses, which is dire. All right, so let's go ahead and put the squish on this right quick. Give it a flip. You're going to flip it about 3-4 times too. Give it a try, guys. I ain't going to tell you something I don't know nothing about. This is not new to me. Okay? And be talented with your flips. Enjoy it. All right? There we go. Let's go get some parts on this side. Just turn it down a little bit. And the parsley that browns in olive oil is good too. I want some more in there. That's really good. This is what's helping me not to have a seizure after cold stopping the clonazepam, which is a diazepam, whatever you call that crap. He's got to dry in the light. There we go. Okay. I am sickened by looking at the stuff over and over and over. It's like somebody does it, and then somebody else will do it, and sharing is good. I share people's stuff. I like stuff that somebody's gonna look at and it can be trivial. And the people look at it and go, oh dude, and that is what the benefit is. But to be sitting there just to be sharing stuff, to be in a position of complexities of thought, to be relevant, that's pretty sad. And a lot of people are doing that. Now a lot of people are doing that. And I guess they figure like nobody's supposed to call me out. No, I'm gonna call your ass out. If I don't say your name, just be grateful. Don't be so big-headed. People are still watching these NFL and NBA and all these players. So-and-so dropped dead, and that's happening every day, every hour. And it's messed up. And it's not natural or normal. That hides the true ones who get away, and you believe they're dead as well. Leave that alone. The media is the biggest part of the game, and anybody in the media who will go against telling the truth will want to play to keep you believing that maybe they can be trusted. If you're paying attention to them, something wrong with you too. And whenever they tell our truth, everybody wants to ignore that. And who's the first niggas they put up in the scene? Negroes, excuse me. Well, you see them. The ones that believe in their lies so deeply they're vested in their fake Christ, not knowing that. You see this right here? Your 33 vertebrae. Okay? What's the blood flow? It ascends and descends, right? Jacob's ladder. Vertebrae. 33 to what? We say Atlas was holding up the universe, not the brain. The universe is what? The dynamics of the brain, we're only using how many %? So the Christ factor is what? And if the fluids are disrupted, the flow is mitigated to a false narrative. That means it's not flowing as it should be. There's no order and balance in it, right? So where's this Jesus? No, so when you have these niggas in these southern towns who may be part of the problem by design, who look like you but ain't you. But your mammy and pappies become too ignorant to see that because of the plight of chemical lobotomy, castration, and decapitation. And I'm talking about all crayon colors. I watched some young police in China, in Shanghai province, beating that old Asian lady. Beating her like she was young, like she could take it. Oh, I got some videos. Well, I got some videos that have you all in your feelings. But when you condition a people against their own by creating ideologies of religion or those who are against it, and the hate that go with it, that's perplexing. I have no problem if you want to be a Christian. I have no problem if you want to be a Muslim. The problem is the majority I've seen, 99.9% on all factors, Hindu, Buddhist, all that, are full of shit. No right place on earth because it's outside of you. You talking about baptize me like the water's going to get in your pores. You're going right in that fluoride and all them other chemicals, skunk, with a piece of white gown, not knowing that the light, the Hawa is in you. So there's everything outside of you. So these idiots who don't know what the fuck they doing, like the dumbasses they are, they don't really know what they're really doing. Just like a lot of you really don't know what you're really doing. I'm tired. I'm really tired. You will never understand the tired that I am. You ain't ready for shit. Yeah? Y'all not ready for a goddamn thing. Didn't you say something about trigger? You ain't gonna be the one trigger, you gonna be the cannon fodder. Because you don't want to step up. You don't want to step up and be recognized, be seen, be heard, move as one. You know how many times I talk to women and some of y'all just sound so goddamn dumb. And I told you, y'all make us powerful. You don't even know the true magic y'all have in you. God damn it. Staying with lame ass niggas. And niggas with goofy ass, dumb, weak ass women. You can't protect them because you don't have the power. You give a fuck what you've been through where you live at, what Hollywood made you believe in, what music industry got you hyped up thinking you is. Fuck out of here. I'm the right one. You just don't know. You're too busy trying to be something that you ain't. You never was meant to be. You don't even know what the fuck it is you meant to be. I don't care what you think or what you say either. Try me. I like to make these twice a week. So I said I'll show y'all what it looked like. Now I'm about to put it on this plate. That olive oil will be banging too. I didn't take no black seed oil in the last 2-3 days. Remember I told y'all I'm gonna do it 2 days on, 3 days off, 3 days on, 3 days on, 2 days off. And there's a reason. And I told you that too. Now with these, you know what's even better when you're doing with a slice of tomato? Yes, tomato. Tomato. I'm getting oil on the floor. Come on, Red, tighten up. Cold water, baby. I remember being at a church and watch people up doing that goofy ass prayer dance and shaking all in the aisles. And I remember looking at the person I was with, well, 2 of them. Y'all, you know, if y'all get up there, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna use a stupid motherfucker. What you mean? Look at him. All that energy and power with no focus. They believe it is because everybody's cheering them on, and you have stupidity cheering on stupidity, what do you have? If you have a negative side of the battery, a magnet, what does it do? Positive side and the positive side. But is it mashed together? Is it meant to be? The polarities are way off. There's no balance. There's no energy out. It's all energy. There's no energy with focus out. There's no energy inside that's compatible. And they sit there going, "This nigga talk about." That's how people used to think. Hey, listen. Now they all listen to me. Usually I'll put a little spirulina on top, stir it down. Not today. I'm hungry. Tired and hungry. I'm gonna get you here in a second. Hold on. I'm tired and hungry. I'm gonna deal with y'all after I get done eating, man. Come back and get this. I gotta run out to the store too. I stopped buying the scented garbage bags because a friend of mine told me, another friend of mine, said, "Red, you all with the lavender and the incense." I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "I haven't got lavender garbage bags. I'm glad." He says, "Stop. I worked with them for 10 years. Them chemicals getting your skin, everything else. Put your hand in cold water, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" He says, "Just get the no frill free plastic shit. That's bad enough." So I got to go out. I can probably take the 2 in there I got back and change them because I know everybody there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back and read. I want to read some of this too. I went and read the whole thing. I'm going to read. See. All right. I'm going to sign off. I'm glad for the guys came in. Matter of respect and love. Share it. Think about what I said or expressed. Because I'm not talking to you in person, so the vibration, the frequency is not really there. So what I expressed on this live video, I'm telling y'all, if you have an indifference and you feel some kind of way towards pale skins, or pale skins feel some kind of way towards melanated people, a certain group, change that. Change it. It's too many lies. And everybody, I'm looking at this Katie and, the Arizona. Arizona is not a Republican state. A few little goofy Californians came here. And Oregonians. Sorry, you're not enough. In no way, no shape or form. And the problem with that is, if you could hear what I'm hearing people talk about, y'all go back to California and Oregon. And I'm only sharing what I've heard. And these people, whoever's leading them, they're not any of this stuff you see in the news, Proud Boys and all the other foolish stuff. All the perversions have to stop. This is incredulously sad and sickening. It's terrible. I keep the book 1812, The War of 1812. Have any of y'all read that? Before I get off, has any of y'all read that? No, the sad part is the news ain't going to talk about what's happening to some of them at these clubs and bars like Houston and stuff. The politicians are all are against all of you. Believe what you want. The other experiment. You are too, as long as you believe in a lie. When I come back on, I go reading. I'm just going to go run out here. After I eat, I'm going to run out here, grab the exchange the garbage bags, give my little brother here some his favorite treats and some hairball stuff. He's starting to do that. Okay. I'll be laughing I don't want to see him church because he's just learning how to do it. Little bowels to come in, no hair. But he's doing a lot more cleaning, so it's going to happen. So I got to give him the hair control, furball, control, hairball control. I'm going to come on and read after that. Everything I'm reading, have you noticed that the 6 books I'm reading are all, 7 books, are all roughly around the same vector of information? I'm going to add 8th. I'll read later on. I'm not going to do like the last couple days and just say, I'm going to be back on, and I just like looking and listening to people and I get these notifications that I turn back on. And I'm like, we need y'all not to be stuck like everybody else. Get away from the Instagram. Get away from the Facebook. Put the crap down. YouTube, at least things that are informative. Now, everything that I was talking about outside, showing you, remember, I've lived here for over a decade. I've conversed and I know what I'm talking about. Now, as far as the statements or other things, things can be practical or impractical. You have choices, people. Regardless of what riddle I may be speaking, and trust me, maybe 1% of you might even figure that out, and those will come and see it. It's not that grave. I'm just pointing out something that's well known. That's all. Not to instigate, not talking about the squirts or all that stuff. You've got to move beyond that. You have to mitigate change in yourself that is predominant. Right now, your predominant is self-destruction. It's false libations. It's incredulous ridicule to which you seek with one another. And the idiot doesn't know when he's told to stop, or she to stop. Who's all in the house? Rondo, what's going on, family? ABGR, Grey Wolf, peace. M. Card, Joshua Northern, what's on, beloved? They think they can come up in the hair on that and change. No, they ain't. That's the worst mistake they did. Blessings. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, nobody's there. You saw that? You saw that, APJR? It's not about work either. Especially when you hear something go boom next door, like hit the floor. When does that start? You see somebody peeking out a window, the vehicles aren't there. Who the fuck? When you see them all the time. When I lived in Newark, New Jersey, and the feds used to come into a house and everybody kind of knew it, except for the person they were looking at, because people were scared to speak on it. And the people in the household, how much they were paid enough where they could move the file. I'm serious, y'all. Oh, no, I say that far from it. I'm just pointing. I'm not saying that's the case here. I'm saying you got to pay attention to these things. You dig what I'm saying? So I wanted to show you something that was tangible. With me having the knowledge of what it's like when everybody's working and how they move. Lunch break, nobody came home for lunch. No mommies, no daddies, no grandmammies. The hardest working man not showing up. And he might have took a trip to South America. Conveniently. I just wanted to share that. That's all. I just wanted to show you. And you know where you live at. And you know what you see. It's when you don't hear the birds chirping. When you don't see the rabbits hopping. When the weather's 50-something degrees and the ants are running in circles. The pheasants, the blue jays, the robins, They're in places they're usually not. You don't hear the dogs barking. Pay attention. All right? Y'all have a great one, beloveds.